Unisenza Plus Unisenza is simple system dedicated for underflow heating and cooling operation. It consists, in fact, of 5 items or 10 items because it can be 230 or to 24 volts. Of course, there's also sensor, but in principle, this is 5 SKUs which create the system. This is wired system. It means all signals are very simple and sent by wire. In fact, this
Okay.
is signal on off. There is a current or there is no current. Simple signal, it means when the thermostat needs heat, for instance, it sends the signal to the wiring box, and by wiring box, this signal is transferred to the actuator. Transferred, it means, in fact, the switch is closed, and then the signal for operation of the actuators go down. Then, so we have a system. This is simple and relatively cheap system, which consists of 3 thermostats. First one is manual one with setting by knob. The second one is the digital, which with the same features and some more features because it have a digital possibilities. And the last one is Wi-Fi, and it gives 2 benefits. First one, it gives possibility to set time program to the one system, and the second, it gives possibility to operate this thermostat only by application. It means these two cannot be controlled, only this one can be controlled by application. Okay, please. The simplest one have a possibility, of course, it is a 230 or 24 volts, 2 versions. It is wall placed, not in wall, but on wall, and have a possibility to make cooling or heating, or only, or night setback. Because there is no function, no possibility to set the function. So by setting the or removing the jumper, you have cooling, heating, cooling operation or night setback operation. That's all. So if we make the wiring and we want to create the simplest, the cheapest system, we simply use this thermostat. We remove
Якщо ми вибираємо провідну систему, то ми використовуємо цей термостат.
We remove the jumper which is placed inside, and we can use any time of switch. It could be computer control, whatever. It is a switch, so it open close function, and then whole system can be set. It means all thermostat will work according to the night or day settings. This is the simplest and the cheapest solution for control of whole system in a day or night.
Тобто він працює однаково день і ніч, і це є проста така система, яка може керувати цими всіми термостатами, як на цій схемі показано.
Okay. The next one, it is a digital. This is a simple thermostat in wall. So it must be placed inside the wall because there is a socket. And it have quite a lot of different features, which gives possibility to control, to give a lot of different settings compared to the manual one. And of course, it has a display, so that's why this is so-called digital. First, it can control normally open and closed, gives possibilities both heating, cooling, night setback, and so on, and also possibility to connect extra sensor, flow sensor, or flow sensor. Usually, it is a flow sensor, which can control the system. So we can control both air or floor sensor temperature as well. It's work quite a simple way. If the temperature, the same way like in Danfoss or others, if the temperatures fall during, if I don't recall, maybe I think this is 50 or 20 minutes to the several degrees. I think it's 2 degrees, but I'm not. I can check it up. Then it thinks. Let's say it thinks, but it is not a thing. It assumes that the window is open, therefore it is switch off the heating. This is more or less operation of this. And the same, but different direction is in cooling system. So if the temperature change rapidly, more rapidly, and without influence of a system, so system wants to have a heating and the temperature goes down rapidly, it assumes that the window is open and stop heating to not make it for a to not making open window heating. But after, of course, some minutes, I think this is 2 hours, it starts again heating because it cannot get reduce the temperature too long. Another one, it is Wi-Fi. As you can see from the outside, like I will try to show it. This is sorry. Yeah.
I'm close to you.
This is
not close to you,
yeah,
not to camera, but to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. This one is digital. This one is Wi-Fi, but you will not recognize me. You will recognize them because this is the same hardware. You will recognize them when you will open it and take on the back. Right now, this one have a Wi-Fi model. This one here, as you can see, is black one. They don't have a Wi-Fi model. That's simple.
Okay.
Hardware is the same. Only the software is changed, and there's only one item which is arriving into the Wi-Fi system. Of course, everything is described on the packaging and the code and so on. I am talking about the situation when somebody, for instance, for the painting, remove the thermostat, put into the one box, and right now after 2 days he want to place them again on the wall. Then how it is recognized one by one. The difference is in software and the difference is in software and a bit of hardware because it has a Wi-Fi chip. Wi-Fi, it means it can communicate with a router. If it is a router, then it can communicate with an application and can be controlled by this application. It means you can set it on phone. We have a thermostat which is without Wi-Fi. It cannot be controlled because it is it is safe stay alone one item. It can be controlled only by wiring signal. This thermostat Wi-Fi one can be controlled or by Wi-Fi or by application. It means by application can be you can make the settings on phone in order to control the item, the temperature, make the program and things like that.
So if I understand right, so on one of them we need wire system to connect, and another one Wi-Fi we can use with connection with the router without wire.
No. You are yes and not. In order to control the devices, it means the actuators, you need to send the signal by wires.
Okay.
But this can be, it means to transfer this signal. But if you have it connected to the router and to the application, then you can control it by application. It means send the order to the thermostat from the phone to the thermostat by internet. To this thermostat, please switch on or change the temperature. It will change the settings and by wires send the signal to the actuators. So that means this is still wired system. Wired, it means From the thermostat to the wiring box, there is a wire needed, but to control it,
absolutely
you can
clear.
use it by phone and by internet. Important thing, by the way, is to stress that to this system you can add also some other equipment and make also scenarios. I don't know if you are using that in other companies such as things. It means, for instance, switch off heating in 5 rooms at once. You can create such a software, but it
Yes,
is
scenario. Yeah.
in this scenario is created in application, not in the device. Okay.
Yes.
This one controlled by application can also control by the wiring in the other thermostat. This is simple difference. Connection of them is more or less the same. The difference is this is on wall, this is in wall. This one have a same connection because it can send several different signals. You need some more wires. And there was a question regarding the sensor. Here you can connect also the sensor of the floor. It means you can control the floor temperature if it is not too hot for heating or not too cold for cooling, in order to stop water on floor in cooling, or to overheat the floor if it is a wood floor, for instance.
Ну, табличка показує, які контакти підключають що, які датчики, і це все тут можна почитати.
I can rewire that. I don't know if you are technician or not, so just to show it how it is connected, you simply connect the wire.
Different kind of people, technician, managers.
Okay. So on wall you place like that, and you place it on wall, and that's what people see. Here you have a simple connection. I think this is more or less quite similar all around, because it's difficult to make a difference in the connections. It is screw connections. I don't know if you like or not. Me personally, I prefer screw because it's, from my opinion, more. I am not more sure than it operates and easy to, most difficult to stop it working. Okay, application is simple. It's simple. Give you the possibility to switch the mode and switch them from heating to cooling, set the temperature, and make the program, which is quite simple. And of course, you make it by Wi-Fi, which is much more simple than making that on the item, because on item it is quite complicated. And the signal for the boiler is generated. Most of the boiler or majority or all boilers have a free contact. It means if it is closed, then it means the system require a heat. Okay. This is cooling, output. It means if it is closed, then there is a required for cooling.
Якщо ці канали закриті, якщо ці два входи закриті, це значить до системи надійшов запит про охолодження. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, understandable.
So this is output for F and E and F. But we have, so here we can control the heat pump if we have for heating and cooling as well. But we have change over of input. It means, how to say, who is the manager of a system?
Yeah.
And for this we use a G thermostat, a G setting. This is G. Sorry. By G, we send the information from the system. If the DIP off, the switch number 1 is in off position, it means by this switch we decide if the master is a thermostat. Usually when it is all, and this is a factory setting, then the master is a thermostat. It means thermostat rules the source and ask them for cooling. Then the signal is coming from the from this switch G. Switch G, it means this is coming from this terminal, which is open on close. Number 2 is for the pump delay. It means the circulation pump operates directly when there is a need, or with some delay.
How we can delay the pump work?
Yes, 2 minutes.
Ага.
So let's
Ми
imagine
можемо
that
зробити
at the room,
відсотку.
just example, at the room the temperature fall down and the thermostat ask for heat, or increase and the thermostat wants to stop heating. But the circulation pump will be start at once if we have these settings, or 2 minutes later with such a delay, in order to avoid situation open close in such a story can happen. Okay, and the third switch operates, it means this is pump exercise. In the summertime, if there is no cooling, the operation of the circulation of the circulation pump is stop. If the water is dirty, the circulation pump can be blocked. Therefore, there is a function to switch it on for 5 minutes every 24 hours, if it is on, or switch off this function.
Okay, so third, it means that it's control a pump regulation in the summertime, and if we have some spoiled water in the system, it will be stopped every 5 minutes or every five. How?
No. It is function to not block the pump during a long time not operation, or you can. If we let's imagine that we have here, just as example, we have this is a heating zone and it controls the heating, and right now this one, it controls the cooling one. Okay, just example.
Okay.
Is it so? It can work like that. That one zone. I don't know if you see this. I make it red and blue.
Yeah, we saw.
Okay.
We see.
Okay. So it can work like that, that this zone is operating in heating and this one operating in cooling, no problem. But there is no communication between them, as you can see. Why? Because if you make the communication by cables, it means you manage one system, and one system cannot operate for this simple system. It is simple system in the same time, because the heat source or the cool source have only two pipes, input and output pipe. So it cannot produce heat and cool in the same time.
Yeah.
This system is not, it can control the rooms, can control the zones, but it cannot control the central system. It means cannot, because the source for this system has only heating or only cooling, not possibility to produce both, like in some fan coil system. So let's jump to the other. We can connect quite a lot of actuators directly to the one. We can connect 10 actuators 230 volt to the one thermostat, or 4 actuators 24 volts. Of course, we always prefer to make it by wiring box, because this is the most safety way. By wiring box, of course, we can make different ways, different approach. It means, for instance, if we have 2 zones, we can use it, and then we have it everything by wiring zone connected, which is simply more safety. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that too much, because this is very technical. So whole box, we can connect also the circulation pump. It means directly from the wiring box.
Ми також можемо приєднатися до насосу for one circulation pump.
We can have more, but maximum 100 watt output. The actuators, I like it, to be frank, because they are really small, easy to mount, and only 1 watt of input. And you can connect it in any places, and they are really strong. It means they are operating with a high power and have a nice stroke. According to my memory, 4.5 millimeters. It means they can work also with several other manifolds when there is a problem with a range of the stroke. downforce, every producer make it the same. The software can control the speed. We are preparing such a solution to have a auto balance function, but it's another story. This one cannot use it. On standard, from the you are talking about the thermostat, or you are talking about the actuator?
Thermostat and master controller.
Okay, thermostat maximum you can use 1.5 millimeter, because then you will have a problem to put it inside. You can
міліметра не більше.
Sorry?
1.5 millimeters.
1.5 millimeter.
1.5.
Yes, it is a standard.
Standard.
Please translate it.
Minimum.
A minimum, we don't have a minimum from the thermostat point of view, because thermostat use a few watts. The problem is if you connect 5 actuators, even it is one.
Нема проблеми, тому що тільки 5 Вт. Там нема проблеми
мінімальної. The problem is when you connect actuators.
Проблема, коли ми під'єднуємо актуатор.
When you put a lot of actuators to the thermostat, it means quite a high voltage is transferred by the cables.
Тоді вже repeat please last word.
Is sent by cables during the start up, only on start.
На старті велике буде навантаження.
Every producer make the same situation. It means when it is starting, it consume not 1 watt, but it consume 10 watt. This is example from PURMO, but several others consume 20 watts or other. It means much more higher current. So that's why we recommend 0.75 as a minimum to connect the thermostat. But again, from the
0.75
0.7, yeah, 0.75.
Yeah, we understand, yeah.
0.75.
We have a lot of a situation when 0.5 also operates, because they are more flexible, easier to connect simply. And from the power consumption, this is not a problem, because if the during the startup, the actuator use 300 milliamp, more or less, during first 10 seconds or something like that, or even milliseconds. Yeah. Do you understand me or not?
Yes. На початку роботи вони використовують 300, yeah, watt? 300?
Milliampere. This is the current which goes by cables. Yeah. Okay, anyway, coming back to the questions, 1.5 it is a standard, 0.75 it is commonly used.
Можна використовувати один спосіб.
0,75 мм це нормально, що для використання.
0,75, да.
0,75, і тоді його легко приєднувати в зажими.
Okay, continue. Okay, we can use, I don't want to get, because this is more detailed regarding connection, different wiring boxes. If you have a, for instance, 2-floor situation and you want to control so you can connect them by wiring as well, in order to transfer the signal to the circulation pump, because usually the circulation pump is placed with the heating room, right? I don't know the English name for that. Heating room, let's call it.
Бойлерна, якась кімната.
Boiler комната. Okay. So we can send the signal like that. Then I have some different wirings and explanation. What does it mean? Normally closed and normally open, but I think there is no need to explain it because they are aware of. Okay, I think that I covered all the issues which should be explained. Of the DIP settings, I explained 3 DIPs, one for pump delay, the second one for the thermostat signal delay, and number 1 is to change the direction of a master. Is the signal coming from the thermostat, or the master is coming from the for the cooling is coming from extra system? Because why it is used? Because in the hotel sometimes you need, just example, you need to switch off whole hotel into the cooling, and not allow people to from one room to send the cooling, another from the heating. So then you can switch everything in one place.
So if we have the absolutely finished finished house, and now the customer need to add some optimization system for heating system, yeah, and is it not possibility to make the wires inside? So what we can offer to this request?
We have another system, Unisenza Plus, which
We
was
have-
not discussed about that.
Yeah, I see something less, because
But
I know
our meeting is regarding Unisenza, according to my knowledge. Wireless system has advantage because they are flexible, but they are first more costly, cost more money because they are battery powered usually.
Так,
They
але
must be
вона,
battery
звичайно,
powered.
дорожча і, на жаль, поміхи, всякі нестабільності можливі.
So there is a problem with Wi-Fi, because Wi-Fi use quite a lot of energy for transmission in terms of battery energy, right?
Yeah, вони більш енергоємкі, тобто треба
Так,
більше.
батареї,
And
які
all
міняються.
battery system have some weaknesses regarding the range, especially if you have a heavy construction.